Today, we're learning about buying shares and making money. Hi there, I'm Lubuto and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Companies list their shares so that you and I can buy those shares and become potential shareholders. What is a share? A share is a fundraiser that a company uses to raise money from an investor. We can also use pizza to represent shares. A box of pizza represents the company. The slices represent the shares. So me taking a slice of pizza simply means I own stake or I own a part of that pizza, which is a part of that company. Or in other words, buying shares in a company makes you a shareholder. How do we make money using shares? Number one, share price appreciation. So when your share price goes up, you can sell that share and in the end, you make money. Another way of making money using share price appreciation is you can hold on to that share and wait until it increases even more and then you get to sell it. Number two, dividends. So dividends are simply earnings per share. At the end of the financial year, a company gets to sit down with its board of directors and they get to decide how much each shareholder is going to earn. Dividends can be looked at as rewards given to shareholders. You can reinvest the dividends that you receive so that you get to earn more shares. The more the number of shares you have, the higher the dividends you get to receive eventually. Number four, so sometimes a company can decide to buy you out. It can buy back the shares that it once sold to you and reduce the total number of shares that they have. Then another way is when a foreign company decides to buy stake in that company. Usually they offer a higher price than the actual selling price. Number five, another way of looking at shares is you can use them as a saving platform. So instead of saving money in the bank where interests are usually high, you can buy shares and keep your money on the stock market. Though this one's a bit risky because share prices are ever fluctuating. And shares should be looked at as a long-term investment and not really a short-term one. So this one's a bit risky. You might ask, where do you buy shares? So each and every country has a stock exchange. For example, you must have heard of the New York Stock Exchange, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and the Lusaka Stock Exchange. A stock exchange is a market where you trade securities such as shares. Connections. How do I buy those shares? So all you need is a stockbroker. A stockbroker is a trader who trades on your behalf and buys those shares. And how do you pay them? Whenever you make a purchase of shares, they take out a small percentage. It could be 1.5%, and that's what is used to pay the stockbroker. With that out of the way, you're ready to buy your first shares. Stock exchanges have a number of listed companies. It can be banks, can be other financial firms, can be real estate, electricity companies, in some cases, even football teams. In Africa, share prices are still relatively low. In Zambia, like most countries, you find that some of the share prices are under $1. And in Africa's biggest stock exchange, you can find prices varying from $6 to $8 and above. Personally, I started buying shares in 2017. I bought my first shares in a company called Copperbelt Electricity Corporation, which is an electricity company. The minimum payment was $20. Some companies give out dividends once a year, others give multiple times. So for this company, the dividends are always in March. In 2019, I increased the number of shares because I wasn't happy with the dividends I was getting. Dividends are earnings that you get per number of shares that you own in a company. In 2020, 2021, I was looking forward to selling my shares, but as the pandemic started, the share price went down, which simply meant if I was going to sell my shares, I was going to make a loss. But I received the shock of my life because the dividend that I received in 2021, March, was double that of the previous year. So I decided to hold on to my shares. Many other income streams, buying shares won't make you rich overnight. I mean, if I had been rich by now, you'd have been seeing me on Forbes 30 under 30. But I still believe it's an income stream that we can all look into because you don't have to actively work. It's more of passive income and the money is made even without your maximum effort. We can't end this talk about shares without looking at the father of all shares, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett started buying shares when he was 11 years old. He bought 3 shares in an oil company. In 2008, Warren Buffett was the richest man in the world and now he currently ranks 7th. And this here shows us Warren Buffett's stock portfolio. Super rich or own shares in something. It can do you and me some good if we considered buying shares. It too goes a long way, and never despise humble beginnings. You don't need to be a millionaire for you to start buying shares. Into the end, here's your bonus, the much asked for best of luck.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Tu as fini ça? Comment tu as pu finir ça?